You're listening to the legendary podcaster, the one, the only, T-Jam D. Your personal favorite, and the show you've been waiting for. Probably offensive.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Probably Offensive. For all of y'all or all of you who are still listening from your COVID-19 bunkers, I'm still out here. Welcome back to the show. For our coronavirus update, we're still in the midst of the outbreak coronavirus, and frankly, I didn't know how long it would last. I didn't know if it would last this long, although it's only been, like a month or so. I wasn't sure because we've never had a outbreak like this, not affect us like this. We've had outbreaks that were more deadly, pandemics that were more deadly, viruses and, illnesses and whatnot that were more deadly than the coronavirus, but they didn't spread like this. That's the problem. They don't have a vaccine or a treatment for it. Not something that's proven. They got theories and people putting stuff out there like, if you do this, and then you got those false. You got people like Alex Jones who, puts out nothing but fake nonsense on the air just to make money. His whole thing is just, I just want to make money. He's a conspiracy theorist, but a lot of stuff he says he doesn't even believe. He's just saying it to make money because he's got a lot of sponsors and a lot of products that he hawks off the shelf. So he has to have a lot of hits and listeners, to make money. It's like that show that used to come on in the middle of the night. I think it's still, maybe it does. I can't think of the name of it, but there's a conspiracy theory show on the radio. So Coast to Coast, that's it. I just thought of the name of it. I used to like this show, not because I'm a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not, actually. I'm the farthest thing from it. But I used to like listening to that show because it was entertaining. I didn't believe most of the stuff, but to me, some of the conspiracy theorists are funny. So I listened to them for the entertainment sake because the show's on in the middle of the night, and I used to just be riding along in my truck and looking for something to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Just getting bored. It's late. You know what I'm saying? You want to stay up and you want to stay pepped up, and you need something to keep you mentally in tune. So I used to listen to Coast to Coast sometimes when I was up late. I wasn't always up late. Most of the time I was up during the day, driving, back when I was a truck driver. But every now and then I had a late run, and I get started late, and I'd be up late. And so Coast to Coast would come on, and I would listen to Coast, and it was all kind of conspiracy theories. They talk about aliens in the basement that the government are hiding, and ghosts and Bigfoot and leprechauns and all kind of nonsense, And these viruses and things of that nature probably are right up their alley. I haven't listened to the show in years, but the spooky stuff is right up their alley. I don't even think the host of the show actually believed in the stuff. I just think he was just, maybe he did. I'm not sure, but it didn't sound like to me he did. It just sounded like he was just doing his job, trying to intrigue people to call in because you're on in the middle of the night. But the coronavirus, we're on, I don't know what day it is since this thing started here in the U.S. Or even started it in China, where it's been reported to have started in China. I don't know how many days it's been since that's happened, but here in the U.S., I think the last time I reported, been a couple of weeks ago, I said that the cases, I don't even remember what I said the cases were, but I said the deaths were at 300, which weren't at the time. But now the deaths are up to over 8,500. So by the time anybody hears this broadcast, the deaths will be over 9,000. 9,000 people in the U.S. have died from the coronavirus as of late. And we're up over 100,000 cases. We're up over 200,000 cases, I believe. So, America has surpassed Italy and China. Italy and China had the most cases, the worst cases, or it was spreading faster in Italy and China. Italy done a total lockdown. They just told everybody to go home and chill out, sit back and relax, and that helped. But I don't know where they are now in Italy. And China, you can't trust China. They just lie about the numbers. They never wanted anybody to know that the virus started in China. It went from animal to human in China, and then humans started spreading it to each other and around, and traveling, spreading it around the world. So you can't really trust China. Those guys lie. They don't mind lying. The government in China, they don't get it yet. You know, the government doesn't in China. They don't understand that, you know, they're human beings. Those officers and government agents and government leaders in high positions, they're people. They don't understand that they're people and that the citizens are also people, you know. So you shouldn't be at odds, because those people are going through the same things that you're going through as a person, you know. So it always gives me when people are against people as if we're fighting a different species. No, you're fighting other people, okay? They're human beings on the other side of your argument. And you might not agree with what they have to say on any particular issue, but it doesn't mean you have to kill them. All right? So, anyway, this virus is deadly. It's starting to seem more deadly than it used to. It was before they were just saying, oh, it would kill some old people, which, not great, not groovy, not good. But you'd be thinking, okay, well, old people are going to die anyway. What difference does it make if they die from a broken hip or pneumonia or the coronavirus. But, not the best, thought process, in my opinion. Anybody who's dying prematurely from something they didn't have to die from, to me, is one too many deaths. But anyway, a lot of people think that about old people. So when you first heard about the coronavirus, that's what people would say. It's just killing old people, and old people are old people, and they're going to die anyway. But the coronavirus is killing young people and people who you never thought it would kill. That's when it starts to get dangerous. When people who you never thought would die, someone who's not old, someone's in their 40s or 50s, or a teenager. I heard a story earlier today where a teenager died from the coronavirus because he didn't have health care. He didn't have health care and got turned away. He had the coronavirus and he was tested for free. But he was not treated because after they tested him and his test came back positive, and that didn't come right away. It's not like they test you in 5 minutes. They say, oh, yeah, you're positive. This teenager was getting worse and worse. 17-year-old young man. He was getting worse and worse as he was waiting for the test results and, taking cough medicine and pills for a cold and the flu medications and stuff like that, because he didn't know what was wrong. But his test came back positive for coronavirus, this latest strand that we're up against, pandemic flu. But when he was asked by the medical professionals if he has insurance, medical insurance, he said no. And they said, well, we can't treat you. Which I've never heard of that. I don't know if this is a rumor. I heard this on the news today. I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I've never heard of someone being turned away from the hospital in the U.S. Maybe this wasn't in the U.S. I didn't get all the details. I was listening to it on the news. And this is what was reported, is that a 17-year-old boy was tested. Test came back positive. He went to get treatment when they called him and said, hey, your test is positive. He went to get treatment, told him he didn't have any coverage, and was turned away. Now, I don't know how true any of this is. I hope it's not true, actually. Hopefully this is just something that somebody made up, just on a political agenda. But if it is true, it's a travesty. It's a sad state of affairs when a young man can't get help, or anybody